Yo, what the fuck is up, internet? TBH here on BlvckGamingLottery.com, and today I got with me Blvck and Ethos, and we just got done watching the new Justice League movie, Justice League, was it Justice League Black? Is it what it called? What the fuck is it called?
Wow, Justice League Dark.
Whatever, Dark, Black, I forgot. I'm tired. What's Alright, give him
information.
For those unaware, to give a quick synopsis of the movie, there's some dark magic going around in the DC universe.
I got you.
Oh, go ahead. You want to explain it? Go ahead. You got it.
All right. Beings with a supernatural powers join together to fight against supernatural villains. This team of supernatural beings include John.
Hey, are you reading something?
Yeah, are you reading off the Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm reading the IMDb.
Oh my god!
Look, but there was some dark magic booty goons out there, and Batman Friends had to stop them.
Basically, you had to include Batman.
Well, it was more of a Constantine movie than a Justice League Dark movie. Yeah, so Batman recruits Constantine and Zatanna, and I don't know anybody else's the other names.
Jason Blood.
Okay, yeah, and he needs them because Superman and Green Lantern and Flash, they can't fight any of the dark magic, so he requires some different type of help, and they basically create their own little spin-off team of Justice League Dark. So let's talk positives. What did you like about the movie, Ethos?
I like the different aspect of it. I like how they dived a little bit into the magical lore of the DC universe. It's different compared to all the the superpower stuff. So it was interesting to see that. I didn't know about Merlin. That was cool when they showed Merlin. I was like, I didn't know Merlin was part of the DC universe, but he is. I like Jason Blood. His character too. I like the little thing, his demon too. What was his name? Etrigan. I like that dude. Etrigan, yeah. And Constantine was lit. And the shit monster was pretty lit. That was pretty much it.
Oh god.
This guy. I'll say I appreciated they took the time to actually explain who all the characters were, because I didn't know who the fuck any of them were besides Zatanna and Constantine, and of course the regular Justice League. But it gave a brief little synopsis of everybody's background, so I appreciated that. And that also says to me that there's probably going to be more Justice League Dark movies, because why else would you give everybody's backstory like that? The action scenes were really good. I thought the story was decent. It was entertaining. It was kind of like the witty and the charm, and I thought the voice acting was top notch. What about you, bud?
Definitely my favorite thing was the animation. The fight scenes were amazing. I love it. I did like the voice acting too, so that was top tier. What else did I like about the show? I like the fact that like every scene, like there was no dead scene in the movie to me. Like every scene progressed the plot along. Nothing felt wasted at all.
Good pacing.
So I like everything about the movie. In terms of its pacing was really, really good to me.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I like it. I like how they tied everything together. The story was pretty decent. Wasn't the best, but I liked it. But more so anything, I was really impressed by the fight scenes. Great animation.
Go ahead, Ethos.
I was gonna say, I disagree with the aspect of the pacing of the plot. Considering half of this movie they're running around in circles without progressing the plot forward, like they went off on a whole goose chase basically. I did like the little plot twist. I did like that. But no, they explained why he did it.
I'm confused. How do you complain that they ran around in circles, which they did once we realized who the main villain was, but then you say you like the plot twist, which involves them running in a circle?
Yeah.
Well, no,
because we didn't know that they were running into a circle until we realized who the real villain was.
I'm saying like I like who the real villain was. Like I'm glad it wasn't, because I'm honestly gonna be real. If it was that other wizard, I'd have been disappointed. I'd be like, really? Like that's it, dog. But I understand that. But I just felt like there was a lot of the film that I felt was just like, okay, is this really necessary? Is this just why are we doing this? Like, do I feel like we need to go through all this in order to like get to the point?
Was that after like the events took place? Because that's the only way you would have known it was irrelevant, kind of.
I don't know.
I wouldn't even call it irrelevant.
I don't know. It just felt like for example, Swamp Thing. I just felt they did that just for the sake of introducing him. Like I don't feel like he really progressed anything. It was like, oh yeah, we need to find this other guy.
But why? He did.
But
They
why?
did because he made it so that they couldn't use locating spells on him.
But I'm just saying, like, I feel like they use him as a plot device. Like, I don't feel he contributed anything. Like, they used him in the discard. Like, at the end, he's not even mentioned. They didn't even try to collect his body, nothing like that. He's, like, discarded once he does his purpose. It's just like, all right, well, Swamp Thing was just there just for the sake of being there.
He is a thing.
That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like I feel like that whole segment's just like that was just there.
I feel that. I can agree with that.
There. Not that it pushed the plot forward or something. Like it pushed the story forward, but I feel like they could have cut that out and put.
He was there to just for some dope action scenes, but he wasn't a character that actually mattered.
To be honest, I would have rathered him be discarded, and maybe they had involved more of the Justice League in the movie. We
didn't get any Flash. I'm upset by that.
Yeah, like Flash didn't appear at all, which is surprising.
Except for when he was sitting there with the rest of the group.
Yeah, and he's the fastest man on Earth. Green Lantern appears before Flash. Like that doesn't logically make sense. And Superman appears. Wonder Woman appears out of nowhere just for 2-3 seconds. It's just like it would have been better to see like how big of a threat he really was if he had like the Justice League really trying to tear each other apart. It just seems like they just throw like, oh, they just appear out of nowhere, and it just feels like the last couple of minutes is just throw them all together and just make that. What happens. But I don't know, that was just me. That's why I just felt kind of iffy about the whole thing, because it was like, I don't know, I guess because I'm comparing it to the other Justice League movies, because I think War was way better. Obviously Flashpoint Paradox is the best. I equated this around to the Aquaman movie. Like it wasn't bad, but I don't think it was amazing. I just think it was it got the point. It was entertaining at some times, but other times it was just like all right, I get it. It was just like that's how I felt the whole time. I was like, yeah, okay.
I thought it was pretty entertaining. It's like a solid.
I didn't like the jokes though. The jokes.
Oh my god!
I was about to bring up the negative.
The puns killed me, dog. There's
a lot of one-liners in this movie.
Please stop.
What's the name? What was it? When he was like, he didn't say this, but I remember I made the joke like, "You're a madman." Constantine. He's like, "You're a crazy son of a bitch, Constantine." I'm like, really, bro? Like, it was really cheesy, like the tropes. You had the anime trope where Constantine fell in Zatanna's titties, coincidentally.
Great.
That was a great little trope right there.
I gotta say the best joke was without a doubt where he said, I made it so women can't talk in here for you and for men all around the world. I was like, sex joke, sexist joke.
He stuck the sword in the dude's back and he said, "Is that a sword or are you just happy to see me?"
That was
gay.
That was hella cringy. That was hella cringy.
It was just so bad. Each joke is like, you said eat more fruits. Like, god damn.
It was one of those cases.
It'll
like,
make you cringe.
We get it, DC. Like Constantine is edgy. We get it, and that brings me to my next point. Like, I'm so sick of DC doing this shit. We get it. Batman's invincible. We get it. He's a badass. He's tough. And I'm gonna give you multiple examples of how they did this shit in the movie. At the very beginning, if you remember, when old boy who can take over people's bodies, he hopped in Batman's body and he couldn't control Batman. He said, "This dude is a tough son of a bitch." I'm like, oh my god, we get it, bro. He's a mentally, and then in the movie, for those who haven't seen it, this man Batman, there's a scene in the movie where they go to this guy's house for help. And the Grim Reapers are outside the dude's house because he's about to die. And this man, Batman, literally looks death in the face and it's like, "Fuck you!" Like, I'm like, really, DC? Like, we get it. He's tough,
Batman is God tier. We understand, DC. You love Batman.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's a bad.
You could do it like once in the movie, but like, god damn, bro, like, just chill out. We get it, bro.
That's why I feel like
it's been 15 minutes. You forgot he was a badass yet?
Yeah, like honestly, like Batman is the person that just does not fit with these other people. Like I say, like the Suicide Squad. Like this is why, I feel like they're like a Suicide Squad, but it's like Batman just does not fit at all. Like he's like maybe like I feel like he just wasn't needed. Like he was just there for either comedic relief or just I feel like they just need to put him in the movie.
They needed a main Justice League member.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I was thinking like who else who's a main. I think Raven would have been a way better pick. I think she would have been perfect for this.
Raven makes sense in the sense of dark magic, but I would argue they put Batman in the place because that group needed some leadership because Constantine is an asshole. Like he's just.
But he said he didn't want leadership. He said, "You the leader, dog. Like not me." Like he took a.
But he was leadership doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the leader. It can mean that he was being a mentor. You can't deny that.
I still think, and you said it too. I still think Constantine was the main, and he was the leader of the group. Granted, he wasn't a great one, but he did like direct.
Like he was the main protagonist. I'll give you that, but
like Batman.
I'm not arguing with the main character. Like the scene when they were in the house and Zatanna and Constantine were arguing, and he's like, "Are y'all done?" That's what I'm talking about when I said he's the leader. Like he was the mentor over the group. He was making sure everybody stayed on track.
He was just making sure everybody was on the right road. Like, I think he's the guy, he's the wisdom. Like, he's the Black Panther. Like, he's the guy who's giving them wisdom. Like, yo, all right, we got to stay focused. But I think that Constantine was a leader because, like, he pretty much told them, like, all right, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do that. Like, it wasn't Batman. Like, I feel like the leader gives out the orders. Like, he tells them, all right, we got to do this, this, and this. Batman didn't do that. Batman was just like, all right, dog, I'm going to chill back here. When you need me, I'll help. But, you know, I'm out of my... Like, I felt Batman was out of his element the entire time. He was just like... And he agreed. Though. And he was like, you know,
he did.
I'm just going to chill in the back. You take point, not me. That's why he said in the movie, go do your thing. I'll be here for emotional and more like what you were saying, like giving you, like keeping you all on track and stuff like that. But I honestly think, like, just personally, I think they just did it for marketing. Like, you know, obviously... Batman, you know, people are going to have a higher chance of watching it compared to, like, Raven. Like, more hardcore DC fans would definitely be like, Raven, okay, yeah, definitely. But, you know, some of the people who don't know that much about comics and you know, TV shows and shit, they wouldn't know who she was.
Oh, here's another negative. Black brought this one up. It's like, I'm not really mad at it, but it was just funny and cheesy. This man, Constantine's jacket was always flowing in the wind. The wind was never blowing, but it was he had just the perfect hair. The jacket was flowing.
There was just too many superhero poses, bro. Just like, why? Can we, like,
it's a superhero movie. Come on, it's an anime. You can't be mad.
I know what you're saying.
It's a superhero movie.
Here's the problem, Ethos. Like, DC has positioned themselves as like this mature rated version. Like, this was a very mature rated movie. There was cursing in it. It was gory, and it's like it's just cheesy. Like, I just feel like they should stick to the game plan.
I mean, it's a superhero.
I couldn't be mad if it was like the Justice League, the kids cartoon. I wouldn't be mad at it. But just because of the way the tone of the movie, it just didn't fit well with the overall film.
Like, whenever Constantine had like a solo line, his cape was blowing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
I will say, the one time it was cool was when that nigga blew smoke in his face and he brushed it away. That was cool. Okay, I had to say that was cool. I like that. But yeah, I agree with the other ones. It was like, come on, dog.
Also, how is the wind always blowing in the opposite direction so his coat is like flowing in the air, bro? Well, like, that's very convenient.
I could argue you had to suspend your disbelief because remember, he's magical.
Yeah, you could say...
So this nigga's doing this on purpose.
Basically,
you know what? Let's just chop it up to it's just like Doctor Strange's cape. Like, it has a mind of its own. It's gonna blow regardless if there's wind or not.
True.
Well, you will say that. That's
So I would say overall, let's go around the table. For me, I'd say it was like a 7.5. It's no Flashpoint paradox, but I don't think it's as bad as like the Aquaman shit. It in my opinion, it's something to watch.
Aquaman was bad?
I wouldn't say it was bad, but I would agree it's like a 6. Like, this is above Aquaman. It's above Aquaman. It was just entertaining to me. It was like a summer popcorn flick. It's a 7.
I gotta say it's tied with Aquaman with a 7 because like it wasn't bad, but like it wasn't like amazing,
incredible. Tell your friends.
I'll watch this 3 times over like I did for War. Like it was cool though.
I hella watched War.
I watched Flashpoint Paradox 3 times.
I watched War.
I've seen Flashpoint a lot too.
Flashpoint, yeah, at least seen 7.
Like I think more so because the characters aren't, you know, like the best characters ever. It was cool. I like how they tied everyone together. The fights once again were some of the best. They had some of the best fights in the universe. And they're
really good action scene.
So I liked it.
I will say that even though like we all said that it was pretty average. It was just good kind of mindless entertainment. I will say it's still better than anything that Marvel's done as far as animation goes.
I mean, Marvel's kind of they trash it, but they working on it.
So don't get it twisted. So overall, it was alright.
Animation wise, of course, but yeah,
it was alright. Check it out, Justice League Dark, and this has been TBH Black and Ethos from GamingIlluminaughty.com. If you guys enjoyed the content, feel free to leave a like on the video, leave a comment. Share the video.
And Facebook.
Oh my God, you
Twitter.
Can't say whatever.
Right. No, edit that out.
I gotta edit that out, Black. Oh my God, you're making my job hard.
People do that.
That's your fault.
Share it on social media.
You can say Twitter, you can say Facebook, but you just can't say that. Don't say the R word. Right.